What's going on, guys? The other day I saw a video by Rich from Review Tech USA about e-cigarettes. He got an article off of Gizmodo, which actually the original article came from the New York Times, and it was about a new study that hasn't been released yet, keep in mind, about e-cigarettes, and that they produce formaldehyde. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through all of Rich's points and what he talks about and proving all of it wrong. Because unlike him, I can do research. So let's see what he has to say.
So e-cigarettes are turning out to be really bad for you, which I saw coming a mile away, but no one wanted to believe it. I'm talking people in my personal life. I kept on telling them, there's no way those things could be good for you. They're still putting random shit in them, but no one wanted to believe me. So here we go. So there's those tank style. I don't smoke e-cigarettes. There's those tank style e-cigarettes that you could fill up with whatever the hell you want to, or whatever e-juice, I think it's called, that you want to. When that liquid heats up and turns into a vapor, guess what it turns into? Well, part of it turns into formaldehyde, which causes cancer.
Actually, Rich, that study has already been disproven by a Dr. Farsellino, which, if you read up here, states, the truth is that formaldehyde is a classified Group 1 carcinogen by the International Agency of Research on Cancer, IARC. However, it should be mentioned that it is not the presence of the substance, but the level of exposure that is important. Formaldehyde is a natural substance present in the environment and produced by the metabolism of the human organism. It is exhaled by healthy humans. I'm not sure, none has ever stated that being close to another person increases your risk of cancer. It is extremely interesting to see the way they have used the study by Scrip et al. In order to make false claims about the emissions of formaldehyde from e-cigarettes and the related cancer risk. In that study, a smoker was placed inside an 8-meter, I believe that's squared room. I imagined a 2-meter wide by 2-meter length, and it goes on and on and on about what the levels of formaldehyde. You can see here. I'll post the link in the description below. But as you can see here, you can pause the video and read all of this. All of the information is given. So, Rich, you're wrong. And I'm sorry that you don't know how to do research, but this is ridiculous that you can't take the 10 minutes it takes to do research on something you're talking about. So now let's move on to Rich's next point. It'll be playing right now.
Here is my thing on e-cigarettes. It's a fad. It's an excuse for people to still get their nicotine and say, hey, I quit smoking, I have e-cigarettes, and they're horrible for you. There's random crap in there. They're not. Another thing that was weird too, I forgot to mention from this article, is that the FDA can only is only looking at the juice. It's only doing research on the e-cigarette juice. What it turns into after it's heated up, they're not looking into.
Well, actually, Rich, that's because they've already done a study, as you can see here. And you can just read, in 2009, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration lab report on testing of 18 e-cigarette samples revealed that only potential harmful thing the agency could find in the vapor was tiny trace of minor tobacco alkaloid. However, the chemical is neither toxic nor carcinogenic. The fact was not highlighted in the agency's press conference statement. Blah, 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 you're fucking wrong. Seriously, all of the information that I'm posting took me 10 minutes to find altogether. 10 minutes. What is the matter with you? Look, this isn't a post from Gizmodo. This is a scientifically peer-reviewed study which posts all of the information on how the study was performed and what they used. Seriously, Rich, if you're gonna talk shit about something, do some research. I swear, man, I cannot believe how ridiculous you're being. And you're calling people fools and morons, and you're making fun of people for being butthurt, when it's you. You're the fucking moron. I can't believe how stupid you are not to do research before you post something about something you don't know. Stick to video games, man. I watch a lot of your videos. You do great work about video games. I agree with a lot of the things you say. It just, this is just not your area of expertise. If you don't want to vape, don't vape, but don't spread bullshit. So now let's move on to his next point here.
I don't understand that. Like, so you could have e-cigarette juice and there's nothing wrong with it, but if it heats up and turns into something equivalent to rat poison, that's okay? Look, if you want to quit smoking, don't puff on anything. Just because you could light up an e-cigarette in a bar doesn't mean that it's healthier for you. I mean, the doctor here that I just quoted from, he said that, yeah, okay, e-cigarettes are a little bit healthier than regular combustible cigarettes, but they're still bad for you. If you want to quit smoking, I don't know, I guess maybe it's okay, but you do the gum, do the patch, do something. Stay away. These things are just starting to get regulations. You have no idea what's in them.
Once again, Rich, if you'd done your research, you would know that gum and patches do not work. If you read here, although the OTC patch and gum purchase received a product user guide, blah blah blah, the unassisted cold turkey quitters have an 11% chance of quitting for 6 months. Only 3% of those using the RX nicotine patch and 9.2% of those using the OTC patch were not smoking after 6 months. In the nicotine gum group, only 7.7% of the RX gum group and 8.4% in the OTC gum group were not smoking at 6 months. Sadly, the average for the 4 group was just 7%, and it goes on and on and on. Blah, 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 blah. Rich, do some research, please, for all of us. I'm going to link this video. I'm going to private message you this video. And please, please, do a video on my video. We can go back and forth. I can do this all day, man. Please do some research, okay? I'm sick and tired of hearing all this bullshit from people when they don't know what they're talking about. So why don't you guys all have a good day? Bye. Bye. Wait. This is for you, Rich. This is my shout out to you. Peace.